We all have plenty of opportunity to blame other people when we're going through hard times. But when's the last time pointing the finger at anyone or anything ever fixed the issue? In today's video, we're going to give you 8 different tools so you don't have to point the finger. And in doing so, you'll show up better as a father for your kids. Because isn't that what this is all about in the first place? Your kids? I mean, I don't know a single father out there that says they aren't in a hard spot and trying to do better for their kids along the way. It seems to just be innate part of us, who we are as the fabric of being a man in the first place. So, if you're in a challenging time, a breakup, a divorce, heartbreak, and you're pointing the finger at somebody else, maybe the mother of those kids, maybe your parents, maybe your job, whatever it may be, just know this: that is a temporary solution in need of a more permanent fix. So, today we're going to talk about some of those permanent fixes and ways that you can get away from the blame culture and into becoming the man that your kids will look up to. Because isn't that what it's all about in the first place? So here we go. Here's number 1. Build consistency in what serves you. Now, that may not be very clear. What does what serves you mean? What serves you means this: how are you going to show up better for your kids? How are you going to show up better for you? Because to be honest, you can't show up for anyone until you start showing up for yourself. So, are you around the wrong people? Are they encouraging you to do the wrong things? Are you not able to show up for your kids in those special moments in time because you're recovering from the night before? Whatever it may be, you got to figure out what serves you and what doesn't. Sometimes that's people, sometimes that's places, and sometimes that's things. Only you can decide what that is. Number 2, create healthy routines. Healthy routines are important as a father because we often believe that our kids should listen to everything we say, and we forget that they're watching what we're doing. Most of the times, they're actually learning more from what we do and how it conflicts with what we say, and what we do and how it correlates or is directly in line with what we say. And when we do that, that's where they'll learn the most, from that action that is strongly connected to our words. So build those healthy routines because your kids are watching. And isn't that what matters in the first place? Number 3, find a non-judgmental community. It's hard at times to find men that resonate with you, or females too. But the important part in challenging times such as heartbreak, loss, and divorce is to have a community of like-minded men that are supportive. I'm not talking about they're not giving you crap every now and then, but they're supportive of you and your endeavors, especially to show up better as a father or to show up better for yourself in any regard, especially when it comes to your health. The men that don't support you in that are giving you crap for not going out and partying, those probably are not the men that you need in your life. Those are probably the men you should no longer have in your life. But that's your decision. I think over time, it becomes really evident, clear. The more that you find men that are interested in the things that you're interested in, the more that you're going to connect, find happiness and peace, and move forward in a way that your kids will appreciate. Number 4, this one, it may be the hardest. To be honest, I know for a long time, I had a problem with it myself. But number 4 is asking for help. As a man, we're known not to ask for directions and certainly not ask for help. I'm guilty of this still to this day. Like I've said before, and I'll say again over and over, I am a work in progress. We all are. The sooner we realize that, the better we all are. But even today, I have problems at times asking for help. And the powerful thing is, a lot of people want to help. I don't know about you, but I like helping other people. So, why is it so challenging to ask for help? Maybe we were taught this way. Maybe it was not only taught, but we were educated this way. And on top of being educated, we were rewarded for being this way. And when you start to see it that way, it kind of makes sense and things kind of slightly change. And once where you would never ask for directions, maybe you're making that call. Maybe you're getting out of the car and asking a random stranger for help. Maybe you're even asking a friend in the really hard times that are bound to come. Number 5, move your body. Get exercise. This one is a must. Another challenging one, especially for a man that may be going through a hard time. We don't like to admit it, but depression, it can look like, well, pause, stagnation, and the inability or desire to really move forward. This is where we got to fight it the most. This is where we have to show up stronger and better for ourselves. We have to make that first step, take the first leap, and slowly but surely we will find our way. Exercise is a non-negotiable. We have to get it in. It has to happen. We are built to move and do hard things. I don't know a man that isn't trying to do a hard thing in their life in some form or capacity. And the ones that suppress it, they're the ones that aren't the happiest. So, what kind of hard things are you going to do? How are you going to get out there and exercise? Even if it's a walk on the trail. That's all it takes. Number 6, a place where most men start to find themselves again is at number 6. And that's return to old routines or hobbies. These are things that you did before the breakup, before the heartbreak, before the loss, before the pain. And that's in any context. Often in relationships, we'll cut things out that are important to us. Bike rides with the friends, whether it's cycling or mountain biking, even rolling in jiu-jitsu, we'll cut it away to try to facilitate a better relationship. What we don't realize in the process is that we're losing a part of ourselves. And when we lose a part of ourselves, we become less attractive. You got to keep it up. You got to get back to those old things that bring you happiness. Not only will they bring you happiness in the moment, they'll bring you happiness when you're not doing it. Before, after, especially after, that dopamine will be pumping through your veins and you'll be on a high of some sort. Try it out. Prove me wrong. I'd love to hear about it. Number 7, we have to accept that grief is a part of the process. And for a father, that can be a hard thing to do because we have to show up strong for our kids. We have to show up strong for our boys, and we have to show up strong for our daughters. So this one is kind of up there like number 4. We have to accept that grief is part of the process. We have to educate ourselves on what grief is, how it looks, and what it feels. The sooner we do, the sooner we can accept it and move forward. If we try to fight it, that's not a battle we're going to win over a long time. We may be able to numb it for a period of time, but ultimately, grief always wins. And lastly, we have to set clear boundaries. Clear boundaries are what hold us together. Clear boundaries give us the ability to create safe space. And I know that sounds kind of weak, but creating space gives us the opportunity to process, gives us the opportunity to move from reaction to action, or reaction to intentful action. When we just operate in a space of always responding, we don't always have the opportunity, especially when we're going through hard times, to show up the way we want. Look, these 8 different things to show up better as a father are not very challenging. They're pretty simple. But here's the challenge. It's not very easy. The hardest part here is staying accountable. Accountable to you, accountable to the man you want to be and the father you know you are.